Guten Morgen. Coffee and tea, whichever you prefer, and is perfect just for you. There you go. It's morning. It's a day off. Yay. Yeah, I was looking at some of your comments from yesterday. Thank you. Yeah, I don't like to be under anybody's thumb. You got to do this, you got to do that. I mean, I suspect that they got the algorithms and yeah, we're all being watched. We're all being watched. So it's better just to live under liberty, which goes with Galatians. I mean, it's better to live under liberty. Like Patrick Henry, give me liberty or give me death. I'd rather live under liberty than to be a slave under the government's thumb or somebody's thumb. It's creepy. It just is. I know a lot of us. There's some who there's just all these different personalities. Cheers. Oh, yummy. There's different personalities, and some do well under persecution, and they just kind of go with the flow. And I saw this older couple at the grocery store yesterday when I was there, and they just seemed so. They were older. They just seemed so. They were spunky still, but they seemed so happy to have their little mask on, and they both had like latex gloves on, which is so silly because they're still touching things, and yeah. So it's some people are happy with that. I'm not. I don't want computer voices coming at me while I'm at the grocery store trying to brainwash me, which is really what it is. Come on. And they're getting the kids young, and I'm seeing younger and younger children in masks when really they don't have to start wearing a mask till they're 10. But boy, they're getting them ready to wear masks and things like that. So yeah, I don't do well with that. So we'll see how it goes. But I suspect that I am being censored, and probably they're not showing me the views. They're cutting back on views because I've been on Twitter a long time, and I know what's going on Twitter. And what they do is this: you just don't notice it. They just take your followers away. They do it little by little, like every day, like over time they take like 20 away, and then sometimes the bigger ones they take like hundreds away, and overnight. So yeah. And then they probably mark, and then the views, they're probably not marking my views. But, if I don't monetize them, it really doesn't matter. I guess what matters is whether we're all having fun with this, whether we're enjoying ourselves. And if I enjoy doing them and you enjoy watching them, then who cares what check mark they put off, so I guess we just have to find our own in a world such as this. We're just going to have to find our own enjoyment and realize what really does matter. And I think most of us know what really matters. I slept really well last night. One is I made a decision of canceling Patreon. And then number 2 is I got my brakes checked because that was bothering me. And I just didn't have time to do it. I mean, I had so many last week was really difficult to do. I didn't drive much. I drove as least amount possible. And that's why I was kind of like, I was frantic, well, I have to get it checked. But I feel so much better knowing what was that noise. And some of you mentioned about the gaskets that was... Really, let me get that paper. Let's see what this is. Here it is. Oops, get this down. It is the gaskets on the engine. It says, remove and replace valve cover gaskets, both of them. The parts are $98 and the labor is $450. So I don't know. You know, I could have called our family guy who was a mechanic in Tucson. I could have called him to ask him about that, but he's not there. He wasn't there. He like closed up right before I got to Tucson, and he was there, and this COVID thing was just getting started. And then when I was about to leave, everything was like totally tore down, and he was gone. So it was like, wow. So yeah, I could have asked him about that. So I don't know. But that is, if you have any suggestions on this, yeah. It doesn't give much of a description, but thank you if you know any more about it. Thanks. Let's see. I really did sleep well last night, so that's really good. I feel refreshed. Because when you don't sleep well, it's like you still have, what do they call this? Still have like, there's these little calcium deposits that are being, I can't think of the right word. I'm probably using the wrong word, so maybe I should just stop now. Yeah. But anyways, there's a plaque. I think it's plaque. A plaque doesn't, get dissipated out of your brain, and you're just foggy, and you just, you're like walking in another world. But I feel good. I feel like I had normal this morning, so yeah. Whew. All of my power banks need help. I got to get out in the sun. Now, one of you, what was your name? I'm so sorry. But if I wasn't working, I would have remembered your name. But you had mentioned that you got a flexible, I was talking about getting a panel up on my roof. And you'd mentioned that you use a flexible solar panel and you just put it down with Gorilla Tape. So, it's inconspicuous. But the thing is, I could get one right away, but I have heard that the flexible ones they didn't pan out well. They don't last at all for the price. As far as being conspicuous, I really don't care anymore, I know that when I'm driving, that if I have a lot of things hooked to my roof, that it will the wind resistance will cause more gas usage, things like that. But I am kind of thinking of trying a flexible panel. Yeah, it can help for now, and because I'm really down, and while my car is parked at work, I mean, it's in the sun, it could be powering up. As far as a hole through my thing, for now, I could always bring it through. In fact, I could put it towards the end and bring it through this window that, and duct tape it down so people wouldn't see it. I could do that, and I'm actually thinking about that. The only thing that I didn't like is the fact that flexible solar panels have horrible reviews. So if you're watching this, which I know that you are, and you know who you are, that you mentioned you have that, why don't you email me? Let's talk. I would like to talk to you a little bit more about it. And in my description of all my videos is my email if you don't have it. So yeah, and of course you can contact me through my website. And my website is always on all my videos. It's like up there, or it's over here. When I point, it's different. Like I'll go, please subscribe. And when I do the video, it's on the other side. It's like, okay, it switches it around. That's the way cameras work, I guess. So, okay, So my alarm went off. That's what stopped me. I didn't have my silent mode on. So it totally stopped my video, my alarm. I guess I was supposed to get up right now, but I already got up. Because I woke up naturally. That is so fun to wake up naturally. To wake up naturally and be refreshed. Wow. What a day. What a day this is going to be. But I wanted to get something out to you. Just a short film. And just say, hey, coffee and tea. Yeah. No, that's about it. I'll talk to you next time.